I don't think I was recording. What's up, guys? Not sure if you caught that or not. Seemed to be a little bit delayed there. But yeah, back again with episode 9 of World is Dancing. It was a fantastic episode last time out. Really loved the end of the episode where we kind of came to the conclusion. Collaboration is what we should be doing. Not something I've ever done on my YouTube channel, but something really beneficial for YouTubers and such. As I see a lot of collaboration between them. And I think in essence it is, especially with this art form, it is one of the biggest things because you can give and take from your style, and it just makes sense, doesn't it, in this regard? So I'm looking forward to seeing what they can do together. As I said, I feel like art, especially, you see a lot of movies. You see a lot with like Tarantino and stuff, taking from this inspiration, that inspiration, kind of putting it in a melding pot together. Like almost all art. I mean, this is something I go on about quite often. But in a way, everything's inspired by something. There's nothing truly original because you've everything you create is brought about from your life experience, things you've watched, consumed, and such. Like I don't think that there is. Yeah, hopefully you get what I'm saying there. Everything takes inspiration from something, whether that be your childhood, movies, music. Like, yeah, I'll spit it out. Jesus, really hurts you that much? Got to cripple your face like that, crumple your face. The brine made. But yeah, as I was saying, like everything's inspired. Like some things more than others. You like again, Christopher Nolan and Quentin Tarantino. You can see a lot of heavy inspiration from their inspirations. Other things are a lot more subtle, but do still take inspiration from other sources. So get as much as you can. Get as much of a taste of things as you can. It's like adding. Way I see it as it's like adding colors to your paint palette that you could use. I knew you'd say that because it's missing you. Oh, traitor. He has. That guy's a bloody yapperoni right there. Jesus, he's worked up. Like it matters if you can read and write. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Again, I guess it's not essential during this tight time period, but put someone down for tending to learn something like that. Fuck you. Yeah, you got sent away. Yeah, I know it'd be missing something because that's the reason they went to owning Asher in the first place, isn't it? I think we all saw that coming. Needs a little bit of added spice. I mean, I say that we didn't even see the performance, so we can't really tell what the issue was. But yeah. Do you know what? I didn't realize the people that sing this opening are the same people that do the opening for one of my favorite anime, Summertime Render. I didn't realize it was them. I only ever heard them in a couple things. That being this and Summertime Render, and both of these shows are great. I know a lot of people haven't watched Summertime Render, so if you guys haven't watched that, check it out. It's fucking awesome. Very different type of show, but it is absolutely awesome. But I know I say every week this show is very underappreciated and underrated itself. Very. Why are you angry? You knew something's missing, hence you come to him in the first place. I was gonna say only Asher probably not got too good with this either. Never seen him do any labour in his life apart from that episode where he was farming. He needs to get that sorted out. I mean, again, this time period, I'm not sure that's the thing, but that is becoming an issue for him. Because that could turn into something real bad, especially with it being your knee. Like, he could, I don't want to sound silly or anything, but he could genuinely like lose that leg or something if you're ignoring it. Depending on what the issue is, of course. But I don't want to sound stupid here. The only brine I know is the Pokemon move that doubles in power if the other Pokemon's at half HP or less. That is literally the only brine I know. Um, it kind of sounds fatty. I'll just Google it real quick. High concentration solution of salt and water that preserves the flavor of food. There's just salt dissolved in water. Okay, interesting. Kind of sounds like fat. Don't know why. On a certain shore at night high tide, two maidens ladle seawater. They lament the hardships of labour. again, I feel like only Asher probably he's worked hard, but he's never worked like this. I'm saying. I'm not sure this is like I don't know. Again, he had a couple moments with stuff like this, I guess, but yeah. Life's the seaweed. See, this is what I'm saying. You probably need this experience. That's that guy. The guy that dropped the books. Oh, you noticed him. Still don't know what his deal is. He's a bit of a weird old geezer, isn't he? Not sure if he's like a pervy old man or not. He's somewhat creepy though, I think. I don't even know what we're looking for here, really. They're literally just salt water. Like, I don't know. Even after reading up on it, I still don't get it. Really? Only 12? Wait, he's 15? This guy's 15? While he was talking, I thought this guy was like 50. They're still just kid. You're still a fucking kid. What the hell? Yeah, that's got to be wrong. I mean, 12 was surprising. Yes. What? This guy looks like a middle-aged man. He talks like an old man. Just some whippersnappers still. You're still a fucking whippersnapper. What the hell? The fuck? Jesus. I mean, that woman clearly thinks the same. Yeah, this guy is creepy. That cements it. That the fuck was that? Get those gross ass lips away from me. Enkaku Mela. He's rude. That made me feel a bit sick, to be honest with you. That shot of those lips made me feel a bit sick. What is this guy? Is this guy 10 years old? Are you gonna tell me? Yeah, those books that magically drop from the sky. Don't say that. Oh, this guy is, I genuinely feel a bit ill. Fortunately. I was going to pay for the meal. Oh. Oh, okay. Well, that's a little something. Well, good drawing back to that. Another bit of inspiration. But the last performance was inspired from the old man and the woman that died earlier on. Seems like we might be able to take a bit of experience from get his name now. Him. Anything goes. Christ. Doing very well. Iro Haney. Looks pretty decent to me. Not sure how you got it on your face. Yeah, it looks pretty decent to me. How the hell did you do that then? How the fuck did you manage to get it there? That looks really good. I mean, there's ways you've got to do the strokes, I think. That when I was learning, I just ignored, to be honest with you. Um, that looks pretty good to me. Yeah, it's refreshing for someone that is the other way inclined. Yeah, I agree with this, but how do you actually use that? How do you actually get that in your some giant fans? Some I don't know what we do for the smell. We all like bathe in some salt water for a while before we perform or something. I don't know. Well, he did kind of somewhat change up the performance he done last time with the graveyard. Jesus, a lot of material. Days of yore. There is some old ass words used in this show, aren't there? See, like this, I feel like this is harder to read than her handwriting. She can read it well. Maybe that's what we're missing, a feminine voice. Pretty good. Is this what we're missing? It seems like he knew as well from that. Well, those they will explain those feelings if done right now. Yeah, you don't need. I feel like the more you need to explain, the less it actually works for explaining. Weird as that sounds. Express that stuff through the other parts, not the words. I get what Zenjiro's like thinking here. I mean, we saw a minute ago where he said, "I know I this." He knew that it would influence it. So why is he so mad? Like, it's the same feeling as here. It's like you know this is the evolution and the progression of it, but you're kind of scared to change. I mean, I'm very bad. Like my relation to this would be I'm really bad at updating stuff. I'm really bad at wanting to update systems or programs and such because I just find it an annoyance having to learn a new kind of setup and it removing functions I liked. And a good example is Paint. The old school Paint I just thought was so much better and so much easier to use than the new one. It felt so much more crisp and better. And when I updated, I was absolutely devastated. So I'm like hesitant to update anything. Um, Bit of a weird example, I know, but yeah, this is like totally understandable. You might lose the core of what you've had. Like, I mean, I said earlier about like the inspiration and like the ever evolving things. Like things should be ever evolving and changing and taking inspiration as such. But you also don't really want to lose the essence of what you had. I think a good example of that is like Rakugo. I feel like Rakugo as a performance, a Japanese performance, is very much still like really traditional and that way inclined. Again, I really don't know too much about it in like the actual world, but judging from the anime I've seen, it seems it seems very much ingrained in like the old school. However, again from the recent anime, I watched about it. Seems like there is some kind of like new school takes. You kind of switch up the story for a bit of modern stuff, but it still in essence is very much like old school Rakugo kind of storytelling. So I don't think you should lose that, but I imagine that maybe gets quite hard when it's ever updating and changing. It might genuinely lose what it was initially. Um, I struggle to think of an example, perhaps, but there definitely are examples of things that has happened to. Like you lose the essence of what you had. I'm not sure if this is a really good example, but football might be a decent example. Like football used to be a bit more chaotic. Soccer to American people, um, used to be a bit more chaotic. Used to be a very different style, and it's like it's never evolving sport. And I do feel like some of the kind of entertainment has been a bit lost in kind of search for kind of optimization, if that makes sense, because they want things so optimized and so physical now and so intense. It actually kind of loses a bit of the allure of the chaos that it had before when things maybe weren't as good. I don't know. Something like that might be a decent example. So maybe searching for perfection is not all that, but yeah. You can understand both sides, both the hope and want for evolution and change, but and to get better, but also the keep to your traditions, keep to what was the essence of your style. You got to find a balance there, haven't you? Yeah, I know. Oh, everybody's on our side now, aren't they? You quieted you guys up. You were screaming at mad as fuck. Now you've heard it. Like yes, let's go. But yeah, looking forward to this. I think in essence, what Onuyasha's done are really effective. I mean, I said a minute ago, like displaying these things through like the visuals and the smell and like the setting rather than actually like singing about them. But it's much more powerful. It's that classic thing of kind of a show, don't tell. You've got a movie slash anime slash TV series. You can show us, not like I'm reading a book. You don't have to tell. Show, don't tell. It's much more powerful in this medium. Sticks with you more. It's kind of like when when someone says like a bit of exposition, like an important bit of exposition, and it's just one line in an anime that's 24 minutes long, and you're supposed to remember this one line for like years and seasons. It's hard to do. If they were to show you what that line is visually, it sticks with you a lot more, and you remember it a lot more. Oh, that's just me anyway. And this is coming from someone that's not like I'm by no means a visual learner. I'm much better at learning things by just kind of reading them. So, yeah, might sound quite ironic to you guys, but yeah. Did he drink? Did he drink that dirty seawater? Yeah, he did. Hear him gulping it down. This might just be a dance of death in that case. It's not good. It's a very interesting note to end on that. Very weird. There's a few weird things in this episode, wasn't there? Fucking hell, man. I don't really rewind that. That made me feel a bit sick. I can't lie to you guys. That genuinely kind of affected my belly. Um, but yeah, um, really surprised that guy was 15 fucking years old. As I said, really good episode. Kind of again covering some of the kind of evolution of things, the kind of being scared of kind of changing things and maybe changing things too much and losing where it came from and disappointing those that kind of cultivated that thing. Like some really interesting points in that regard. And again, interesting points that aren't essentially just I mean, this show gets it. I mean, I spoke about it a second ago. The show gets it. It didn't really kind of like divulge too much into the like discussion of that. It just kind of brought that up through the show without kind of explaining anything, and it's much more interesting to kind of see it in that regard than to have someone like expositionally describe it to us than someone to explain it to us. It's much more effective to just like naturally come across these things, I think. But yeah, really good episode. Some really interesting little points here. Nice to see them all working together. Got a good version down, which we haven't quite seen yet. I'm really looking forward to seeing how it does come together. But yeah, good episode. Let me know what you guys thought about this one in the comments. Make sure to leave a like on the video if you guys would like, and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date. And I'll see you guys next week with episode 10.